What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode on the JSano Fan Server. Woo! So, as I said in the last episode, I want to work on terrain this episode, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So, I haven't done much to the base at all. I've just touched up the windows a tiny bit. Oh god, thunderstorms. I'm not going to be doing much of it on camera this episode because I want to get quite a lot of it done. I'm just doing the intro because got a busy day. We actually got a whole bunch of construction workers coming over to the house today as well, so recording won't be easy, so it'll be best to get it all done off camera and just show you little updates. But yeah, so the plan is that we're going to start working on the outside terrain and try and blending this castle back into the environment, and I've done a tiny bit already, kind of just started plotting it out and trying to decide how I want it. I literally just started from the corner edge here and started going down. So if we go over here, you can see, yep, I've placed a few here, and it just sharply comes down and then just literally gets to some sheer drops, which is kind of the plan. Oh, thank God it stopped, yay. So yeah, that was the plan, is to get all these sort of sheer drops. It's a bit annoying because I only can kind of work in the day as well because the place isn't very lit up nicely. So yeah, so this episode I actually want to get this entire side connected. So not only do I want to get all of this bit here done, so as you can see, we're over there, we need to connect this all down. I actually want to get all the way to the corner of this wall and connected this down as well. So we've only got up to this point here. So this edge actually has really sheer drops, so that's not too bad. It's actually very small, and so is the back a tiny bit, so it's not too bad. But yeah, so we've got a lot of work to do today. Obviously not filling in the underneath of it all. I'm just going to leave it hollow for now. That's just something I'm going to work on off camera over time, because that is a very time consuming thing to do. But yeah, so that is the plan for today's episode, to get all the terrain. So nothing much interesting going on for you guys today. I was thinking of doing some more building of the castle, but the terrain's starting to bug me and I haven't got on top of it, and if I left it go too late, then pretty much we'd finish the entire castle, and then we'd only... Is that a fire in the trees? Or is that zombies on fire? Or is that actually like a tree on fire? I think it actually is a tree on fire, but I think they've got fire. I'm not sure if fire spreads on or off anymore. It doesn't matter. It's not going to get to our castle anyway. But yeah, no. Yeah. So yeah, I don't want it to get to the point where we've got so much terrain building to do that, like, when we finish the castle, we've got like 5 episodes in a row of just like terrain terraforming pretty much. So I want to kind of do it here and there. So today's episode is going to be focusing on the terrain. So yeah, I'm going to cut away here, going to do some work and come back to you guys in a little bit. So see you guys in a second. Okie dokie guys, welcome back. So as I said, I was going to do some terrain work, and I've been pretty busy, and it actually hasn't taken me too long, to be honest. I thought it would take me longer to get up to this point. Like I said, I'll get to this point and then I'll start recording again to show you guys the progress, to kind of show you what we've done, and it hasn't taken too long. I've been probably going at it for about just over an hour. I expected it to be a lot longer. So yeah, what I've done is I've ended up doing all the terrain for up to the area that we've done up to here. So as you can see, it is pretty well done, and we'll swim over here to get a bit of a look. I actually haven't looked at this from a distance. I don't even know if it really looks great, so I'm hoping it does. I'm pretty sure it should blend back into the terrain reasonably well. It's just more of, you know, we need to blend it more, you know, with trees and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. But we stand over here, look at that, there we go. So I've gone from this corner where we were pretty much at the start of the episode, and I've mapped all the way over to here, which is where pretty much up to the grass that I placed at the that I'd done up there. So this connects all the way up there. It's done, it's blended and that. So what I need to do now is that we need to start wrapping around the corner. So that's what we're going to work to next. I don't know how long it's going to take to do that, because I'm going to obviously have to map out the top as well, but it actually looks quite nice. I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. Like, it blends, it does work. It looks it probably does look a bit out of place due to the fact that no real mountain ranges look like this in the area, but you know, you have a tiny bit, obviously, like over here where you see like the dirt and the stone and that, but it's more stone than anything, so it's a bit of a mix, which I guess is a good thing. But yeah, it just blends it back in. So yeah, it's still hollow underneath, so we're gonna obviously have to work towards filling that, and that's gonna take some time. I'm not in any rush to do that because that is going to take quite a while, and as you can see, we still have the front to do. I've kind of just left the front blank because, again, as we were talking about before, I'm still not 100% sure how I'm blending the front. I most likely will do this sort of mountain ranges over on this side and then make the pathway go out that way. I think that's how I've decided how to do it because yeah, I'm just not 100% sure what I want to do with the front. I might bring the front out more, I'm not sure. We'll play it by ear. The front will be probably the last terrain that I'll do, but as you can see, it's not filled in, it's still very hollow. I need to leave it hollow anyway so I can get to my storage. I will have to eventually move this storage up, which I'm not looking forward to. That will take quite some time to do, and then obviously we need to fill all this in, which as well will take a while, and then I can go back and actually collect all the excess blocks that have placed that are in the dirt, because you don't really, like, this started down here, but like the dirt is like another 5-6 layers above it, so really we can get a whole bunch more brick back at the end of the build. So that's the plan. So yeah, so in the next little bit we're gonna continue working around the back of the base, and we're gonna wrap it completely around, and we're just going to keep going with this episode. I'm not sure how long I'll make this episode be. It could be just like another short one. Like last episode was a bit short, it was only about 12 to 14 minutes, I think. This episode, we're not that long at all at the moment, so we've got plenty of time. So next cut will probably be when I've wrapped it around the corner a bit. You don't know, this episode we could get this whole side and the whole back of the castle done, which if that's the case, then, you know, we could have another whole episode where I do the other side and a bit of the front, and, you know, we might only end up having 2 or 3 terraforming episodes, and we could have this whole castle blended into the terrain, which would be fantastic. Like, this is very time consuming at the moment. Like, it wasn't actually too bad considering it was just over an hour, but you know, I've only done not even a whole side yet, and I still want to do the whole back end of the castle as well as the rest of the side. So I've got a few hours of terraforming ahead of me. It's going to take some time to do it all. So I'm probably going to do another cutaway here, guys, and I'll be back with you guys when I've done some more progress with some more terraforming, and I can show you how it looks. So I'll see you guys in a second. What's up, guys? TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to the JSano Fan Server. It has been a little while since I have recorded on the server. Actually, I recorded the last 2 little clips that you saw for this episode before I went to Bali, so it actually has been a little while, and I've come back and I've continued working on what we were doing before, which was more terrain building, and I want to do more, but I feel like I'm a bit over it, especially for this episode. Like, I was going to keep going, but I've got so many other recordings I need to kind of get onto as well, that it's kind of putting me a bit behind on a few things. So I think I'll wrap up the episode with this last clip here. But yeah, so the terrain has gone really well. I'm really happy with how everything is starting to go and how it's starting to look. We still got a bit to go, like, up to the point where I wanted to get to. We're actually not that far off. I probably will do that off camera in between this episode and the next episode. But as you can see, we haven't done anything to the front as we talked about. We were starting from this edge and going that way and around, and that's exactly what we've done. So from the last cut, you saw that the terrain had gone up to the point where I'd placed the last grass at the top, where I was kind of building the terrain, and then I had to go on further from that. So when we look from over here, this is actually the first time I'm looking from out here as well, like last time. You kind of just get stuck at building it and not really paying attention to it. But as you can see, we've got all the way wrapped around this edge here, and it actually wraps all the way around over here as well, and I'll get around to showing you that as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. It looks really nice. It does blend in. It's been a bit challenging to do it at nighttime because you have to go since I have to go down low to the ground, there's a lot of mobs, and obviously this area is not lit up, so there is a bit of a problem. But as you can see, the terrain does wrap around the back here, around this tower, and it's looking really good. I'm really happy with it, and pretty much this is the point where I've stopped. But yeah, like when we look from this corner here, it seems to look reasonably well as well. Like I kind of was going to keep it at the same height, but then I've decided to drop in the corners just to save a bit of time, and then it's raised back up here. And yeah, so pretty much I'm at this point here, and as you can see, I've placed this layer here. I haven't bothered bringing down the what do you call it, the brick all the way down to the side, because all this is going to get dug up eventually. I've just placed it there for now, but yeah, all this I'm going to have to eventually go around and dig that up. And what is with this? I've had this happen a few times. My iTunes is messing with me at the moment. It keeps on playing music. I don't know why. I literally just stopped the recording because it happened the moment I instantly started recording, so I didn't really want to keep the episode, but that happened again. I need to really look into it. My iTunes is messed up. It for some reason it keeps on wanting to play itself, and I'm not telling it to. I can have the program completely closed, and it will open up and just start randomly playing. It will pick a random ass song, not even a good song, let mind. It's a random ass song that you don't like anymore. It's like one of those ones that's kind of been in your iTunes for years, and you kind of been willing to be kind of go, I probably should get rid of that song or whatever, but you don't. And now it's kind of reminded me that I need to, and just keeps on playing the bastards. So, but yeah. So what I want to do is I want to get this terrain from here and bring it over to this bit here, because this is the wall that we build up to. So we're almost close to getting the terrain done up until pretty much the point I wanted to get it done. Then we need to build up, obviously, all this, and we're going to focus on this area next episode. So we're going to focus on building this around. So obviously the terrain in this area is not going to be a problem whatsoever. It is so small in height difference, that it's not going to make that much of a difference. It's actually going to be pretty quick to do this side, which is great. It's really, this is this bit here that I'm doing right now, and the bit at the front are the two deepest points, so the front and back, but only just this bit here. It's actually quite shallow over there compared to this, like how many blocks I'm actually placing. So, and then this actually then will drop down pretty quickly, which is good. Well, actually not really, because this isn't where the line of the building is. The line of the building is actually kind of up here, so it's kind of still a bit tall, but it's not going to be as close to the terrain. But anyway, I'm waffling on. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call the episode here. I need to go sort out this crap with my iTunes. I have no clue what the hell's going on with that. I think it might need an update. I've been kind of ignoring updates for it, and I think it's got to the point where it's bugged it. So I might force an update on it and see if that fixes the bugger. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So, as usual, thank you all for watching. I hope you all had enjoyed this episode. I almost stumbled on that. And next episode, we'll focus on this area, and I'll do some more terrain building off camera. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. So see you later, guys.